Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel, A Card Day's Work. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created 4 different adorable little mini cards using a recent release from Simon Hurley Create. I'm going to be making 3" by 3" cards. So I'm starting off with a 3" by 6" card base here and then trimming down some little pieces here to fit on the front. As you may have noticed already, I have a little helper with me in the craft room today. So my 4-year-old Benton is going to be helping with a little bit of the voiceover on and off throughout the video. I hope you guys like our extra company in the craft room today. Be sure to drop a comment below and say hi to Benton so that he can see all of the love and support from you guys.
My name is Benton.
And how old are you?
4.
4 years old. What do you see on there? What am I doing?
Came off a pumpkin.
I'm cutting off a pumpkin?
A pumpkin sticker.
A pumpkin sticker? Yes, that is a mask. Mama's creating a mask to go on top of the stamped pumpkin image. That way I can stamp more of those pumpkin images without getting all of the ink all over the other one that I already stamped. Do you know what that tool I'm using is called? That pink one with the black? What's it called?
Mini Misty.
The Mini Misty. How many pumpkins did I stamp?
3.
3 pumpkins, that's right. And the bottom says, "Hey, pumpkin."
Hey, pumpkin.
Hey, pumpkin. Isn't that cute? All right, so after we finished stamping out our sweet little pumpkin, we also wanted to color it in, but I didn't want to use markers for this one, so I'm going to use a fill stamp that came with this stamp set. This one is just the inside or solid portion of the pumpkin, whereas the first stamp was the outline. What color am I using to stamp those pumpkins?
Orange and yellow and gray.
Orange and yellow.
Gray.
Some gray. Is there some gray on there? So right now I'm using 2 orange and yellow sort of colors, Guppy and Traffic Cone, to stamp the insides of the pumpkins. So what I'm doing is I stamped with the lighter color first, which was Guppy, and then I went back in and only inked up the side of the stamp so that I could have kind of a gradient or shadowed effect towards the inside of the pumpkin where it was blocked behind that middle pumpkin. So this is just a way that you can add shading and dimension or depth to your projects without using markers or anything like that. And then for the middle one, I went in with Grrr. I decided I wanted a little brown in this. I do kind of wish that I had softened it a little bit first. I did use my my little cloth there to sort of pat off some of the excess ink, but I wish I had gotten it a little bit lighter so it was kind of more of a neutral tan sort of color. For the last part here, I did use a ink spray to go ahead and flick some dots of color onto this background. I thought it was a little too plain, but I covered up the sentiment so that it didn't get all messed up and flicked those dots on and then moved on to the next card.
Let's move on to the next card.
All right. Who is the star of the next card? Who's on there?
A kitten.
A kitten, and what's on his head? What is that?
No, what is it?
You don't know? It's a unicorn horn.
Unicorn horn.
It's a kitten corn.
It's a kitten corn.
A kitten corn, yeah. All right, so what's Mama doing now?
Coloring it in.
Yes, Mama decided to use some alcohol markers to color this kitten in, and I decided that I didn't want to color the whole thing solid color. I wanted to kind of make it like a spotted or tricolor sort of cat. So I decided to go in with a few different colors. I went in with some orange and then went in with a brown in the back side there. And then in the shadowed areas, I wanted to use some pink in the ears, but then a little bit of gray just in some little shadowed areas to make it look like it had, I don't know, just a little bit more depth and dimension. So it didn't look like I just kind of forgot to color it. And then I also did add in a shadow so that it looked like he was sitting on the ground rather than just floating in the air. And then at the bottom it says, "Have a spooktacular day."
Have a spooktacular day.
Yes, have a spooktacular day. And I colored in the unicorn horn as well, and that was it for this simple card. I didn't spend too much time on it, but I really like how this one turned out. This might be one of my favorites. What do you think?
Good.
Which one's your favorite?
Green.
Green. And green's your favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. Which one's your favorite card that we made?
All of the colors.
All of them? Oh, thanks. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to be stamping some things on the background to create our own patterned background. Benton, what am I stamping on this card? In gray.
Gray and black.
What are these little gray things?
Bats.
They're bats. Is that spooky?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's so spooky. So I'm using the color Woof for this. This is a gray ink from Simon Hurley. I'm using this, and I'm using the 3 bat images to stamp and create my own background, which is pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things to do, like a go-to technique for cards. I really like the versatility that it gives, especially with these solid images. You don't have to worry about coloring them in or anything. So then I went ahead and stamped the sentiment in black ink using my mini misti, and the sentiment just says trick or treat, and that is it for that one. Super simple and easy. Are you ready to move on to the next one? Mm-hmm. All right. So for the last card, we are going to be making a super cute
bear.
And what is he dressed as for Halloween?
Gray.
Oh, but what is his costume? Do you see what he's dressed as?
Brown and gray.
That's what color he is. Do you remember when we went to Home Depot and you saw that dancing
bear?
A mummy?
Dancing mummy.
You saw that dancing mummy and you loved it so much? That's what this bear is dressed as, a mummy. Does it kind of look like he's wrapped up in toilet paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a little bit. That's how it looks when you're dressed up like that, because they look a little similar, huh? All right, so for this card, all we're doing is stamping out a sentiment which says hand over the candy and nobody gets hurt. And then we've got the cute little bear down at the bottom. Now, I like the way that I was able to use the stamped images here to make it so that the bear is just sort of hanging off the bottom. You don't have to use the whole stamped image. You can definitely kind of do the peekaboo look like we did here, and that will work perfectly. And I just added a tiny bit of gray in with his coloring there on the wrapped area, just to add a little bit of depth, but that's it. You don't need much. And then I just colored him with a few different shades of brown for his face. So then I went ahead and assembled all of the cards, and there are the finished projects. Super quick, super simple, and a hit in the lunchbox for school. This is for Big Brother Kieran's lunch. I think he loved it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Benton, can you say bye to everyone?
Bye. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss another video.
And we'll see you in another one really soon.
We'll see you in another one really soon.
Yay! Good job!